So I, got kicked out of the Air Force because I was just immature and my brain wasn't fully developed and I kept making like bad choices. So I got kicked out, so I had to make a new plan. So I moved back in with my family and I actually went to college, right? And I flunked out of college really bad. I just, was still in that negative mindset. I was not fully focused. I was really half-assing college and not I didn't know how to really focus on something. Like I hadn't developed that skill in my mind. So college ended up like the Air Force. It was just, another failure, right? And I felt like a failure to my family and like everyone. I felt like I let everyone down. Then I went into the trades. I went into construction and I got a pretty good job. And about a few months into that, I actually lost my job from smoking weed. And I drug testing. I got ejected from that. So then I was drifting for a little bit and I had hit like a low point. I was like using various substances. I felt just like I can look at pictures of myself and I looked terrible. Like my face looked, I just had that like darkness around me, that like bad juju, And so there was like a real like depressed like moment where everything just like kind of crumbled apart. And then I started like living with some like toxic family members and that was a whole ordeal. It was just a real rough road, but slowly I started kind of waking up in my mind. I realized I was like, dude, I was never meant to live a life like this. I was never meant to be a failure. And I never wanted to be a failure. That's why I kept trying different things, but I kept like flunking out and I didn't understand why I was flunking out. So after failing at so many different things, the military, the trades, college, right? That's three roads that a lot of young men end up going on. So I'm thinking like, what's wrong with me? Does my life just suck? Do I just have bad luck? But in reality, it was just my mindset. I was just immature in my brain and I couldn't control like my actions. I couldn't control like my impulses. So it led to me doing like the wrong things. And I would never think about the consequences.